Hello, and welcome to Nuts About Baseball, a podcast that will entertain you with discussions involving everything baseball. I'm your host, Joe Grimmy, and I appreciate you joining me. Sit back, relax, and enjoy as I share my passion for the sport we call America's pastime. Welcome, everyone, to this episode of Nuts About Baseball. I'm your host, Joe Grimmy. Today, I am thrilled to have someone who had a great career in Northern Kentucky at Ryle High School, and now he's moved on to play college baseball. Welcome to the podcast, Dylan McIntyre. Appreciate you coming today, Dylan. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am wonderful. Well, you're in Texas, but we're not going to go there just yet. We're going to start with you at a very young age. Tell me when you remember first playing baseball, if you can remember back that far.
I would say I first started playing baseball when I was 5 years old, and then from then it just never stopped. But my earliest memories I have are, I would say it's from 11 to 13 I would say is what I really remember.
Is that when you really think you started your true passion for the sport? Because you've got to have a passion if you're doing what you're doing these days.
Oh yeah, I would say it was around then I realized I love this sport, and I was pretty good at the time, so I was I just want to keep doing it, and it hasn't stopped since.
Who are some of the coaches that influenced you around that 11, 12, 13 U age?
My dad coached me all throughout when I was a kid, and that was really big, just having him there to push me at all times and help me get better. And then also Keith Jones, who also played at Ryle. He had the strikeout record, and he holds a bunch of other records. Before I had the strikeout and win record before I broke it at Ryle.
Oh, okay.
And he was my travel ball coach when I was around that age.
That's pretty cool.
He's the one who helped me switch from because I was a catcher all growing up, and then he saw me throw one time and he wanted me to pitch, and then it kind of went from there.
Okay. I coached all three of my boys. They're 20, 22, and 25, and I know it's not always easy to be a coach's son. What are some of the things that you remember that were difficult to get through, or how did you cope with having your dad as a coach? I'm sure you enjoyed it, but sometimes it's not so fun, right?
Oh yeah, we definitely butted heads a lot, but I think that's just what makes you better is how you handle because obviously your dad's going to be harder on you than he is the other kids on the team because he's your dad, and he knows how good you can be.
Yeah.
But I think that helped me grow a lot and just mature at a younger age.
And he played for Ryle, right?
Yes.
Do you recall when he graduated?
I think 2001.
Okay. And any idea how that team was back then? Did they have the success that you did similar, or were they not as good to you, if you know?
His junior year, they were pretty good, and then but they did not have the success that the teams that I was on at Ryle.
And I think I read a story that you actually wore a shirt that he wore in high school.
Yeah, so I guess Coach Rosal got all the teams they got shirts, and then I ended up cutting it off. Every day that I wasn't pitching and I was just playing shortstop or hitting or whatever, I would wear it under my jersey.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. And what number did you guys wear? The same number?
No, actually. He was 17, and all growing up I wore 17, and then I got to Ryle, and 17 it was somebody who's already had it that was older than me, so I started wearing 3. I still wear it now.
Okay. And it was a number 3 after anybody in particular?
No, not necessarily. I just like the number. And
well, we won't go through your entire career at Ryle because it's pretty storied. I know you played a lot of games there. I just want to go back, talk a little bit about your junior season. It was phenomenal. You had 6 wins. If as long as the KHSAA website is correct, and that's my resource for these statistics, but 6 wins, a 1.82 ERA, and 85 strikeouts. Just a phenomenal year. You pitched in the 9th region semifinal against Covcath. Do you remember that game?
Oh, yes. That was probably the craziest game I've ever been a part of.
Talk to me about it.
Honestly, pitching-wise, I didn't have my best stuff that day.
Yeah.
But I still feel like I competed well. I think I threw 6 innings.
Yeah.
No, we were down the whole game, and it was just crazy coming back how he did. But that was about that team. We like never gave up at all.
And you won the region.
Yeah.
Went on to play East Carter, I think, in the sectional, and you pitched that game. You remember that game?
Yeah, so our starter that game got hurt actually because I was supposed to start game two, and I had to come in from shortstop to pitch the rest of the game.
Oh, wow.
And I pitched through the seventh. We were tied 3-3, and then we went ahead in the top of the eighth, and then Caleb Mann came in and closed it out in the bottom of the eighth.
And that was down at Legends Field in Lexington.
Yes.
That's quite a treat playing there, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, that's great. With the next season, 2025, just ridiculous numbers: 7 wins, a 0.62 ERA, and 84 strikeouts. In particular, I remember you pitched a perfect game. How special was that?
It was really special, especially because like the day that we did, there were so many times that game where it could have got rained out with like it would just start pouring.
Oh, really?
And then and the coolest part is in like the video of the final strikeout, the last out, as soon as I go to like lift my leg and throw the pitch, you just see lightning strike in the background.
No way. Oh,
Yeah, it was
that's pretty.
crazy.
That's
It
cool.
held off just in time.
Yeah, that's nuts. And it was the only perfect game I think I read in Ryle history, right?
Yeah, I think there's been one perfect game and one no-hitter now.
Okay. Was your dad a pitcher in high school?
He pitched sometimes, but he was more of third baseman, shortstop.
Never had a no hitter though, did he?
No.
Yeah, you got that on him.
Yeah, I do.
That's great. I'm sure you rub that in all the time.
Oh, sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. You got to have some respect though for your elders, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Well, unfortunately, the regional tournament didn't turn out as you would have liked. I know you, I think, lost to Dixie in the regional tournament, but it wasn't your fault. I looked at the stats in that game. You pitched the whole game. You gave up 4 runs, but none of them were earned. You had 8 strikeouts. Do you remember what happened? I guess you guys had some errors in the field that just didn't go your way.
Yeah, we kind of just fell apart defensively that game, just as a
Yeah,
team. I
yeah,
think we were up 4-2 going into the last inning, and then we had 2 errors to like lead off the inning, and then it just kind of
yeah.
went from there.
Spiraled down.
Yeah.
It's tough, and Dixie's always got a good team, and they're not going to take their foot off the gas if they get an opportunity. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And was I correct in seeing that you were one of 13 seniors on that team last year?
Yes, we did have that many seniors. It was crazy.
That is a lot. Did you have any buddies that went on to play college like you have?
Yeah. So our catcher Josh Caudell is at another junior college in Tennessee, Southwest Tennessee, and then Matt Furtado is at a D3 school in Indiana called Rose Holman.
Yeah,
Race Webb is at Transy, which is in Lexington.
sure. Yeah.
Ollie Morris is at another junior college that we actually played earlier this year, and
Oh, really?
I pitched against him. It was pretty cool.
Oh, you faced him. He batted against you?
Yeah, it was crazy.
How many at bats did he get against you?
He had 2. He was 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out, I think.
You've got his number. I hope you tell him about this and he can listen to it.
Oh, we talk about it all the time.
Oh, that's fun. That's great. Well, you had a decent number of teammates that went on to play. That's great.
Yeah, we did.
You still keep in contact with some of those guys?
Oh, yeah. I would say most of the senior class, we probably talk at least once a day, but if not that, once a week.
Well, I know I grew up in Fort Thomas, played for Highlands. I wasn't great, and those relationships you build, regardless of how good the team is, are some things that you never forget, and they're friendships that last a lifetime. So cherish those. It sounds like you are.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. Well, you graduated last May, and then you went on to play now at San Jacinto College, and that's you said 20 minutes outside of Houston, Texas?
Yes.
Were you looking at other schools before you made the decision to go down there?
Oh, yeah. So, like, senior year of high school, I got a couple Division I offers and then a couple of junior college offers, but I kind of went this route because my dream is bigger than college baseball, and I thought this was the best route for me to go
Yeah.
with the dream of getting drafted, and that's my goal going into the whole thing.
What other D1 schools were giving you offers?
I had an offer from Eastern Kentucky, Elon in North Carolina, and Winthrop. That's also in the Carolinas.
And a lot of, I went through it with my oldest son who thought about playing and decided not to. But, the smaller schools and, like you said, the junior colleges, you go in and typically you start right away, where at a 4-year school, you may not even, see the field, much less, get to be on the practice squad. I mean, I think the JUCOs, you're there for 2 years and you look at these D1 rosters and a lot of them are junior college transfers, right?
Oh yeah. I think Northern Kentucky, they actually recruit a lot of junior college players, but I thought it was best for me just because it doesn't guarantee that you're gonna play, but it definitely gives you the better chance and the opportunity that you're gonna play for sure.
Yeah. You're throwing in the low 90s. What are you throwing now?
Low to mid 90s, depends on the day. I've been up to 96.
Whew, my gosh. All right. And what other pitches do you have in your repertoire?
It's a lot of fastball, sinker, slider, and then we'll get a changeup every once in a while.
Yeah. Who taught you, in your opinion, how to pitch? Was it your dad or was it a few different guys back in the day?
I mean, like I said earlier, I caught most of my younger years, so I didn't start pitching a lot until, or honestly, my freshman year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
My dad played a role in a lot of the little things, just like keeping everything the same and not trying to do too much. And then now that I got to a point where he was like, well, I don't know if there's really anything else that I can teach you. So I started going to a place in Lexington
Hmm.
called Pitching Performance Lab, and that's kind of what's blew me up. And
Okay.
I think most of my gains have came from.
Have you always had just a live arm to be able to throw that hard, or have you gone through a lot of strength training and other things with that outfit you're talking about in Lexington that has helped your velocity?
I would say all that stuff helped, but I was definitely have had a pretty live arm for basically the whole time I've played baseball. I feel like I've kind of had some of the best arms that's been on my teams and stuff like that.
So, was there anything in particular that made you choose San Jacinto, or just a myriad of things? Or tell me a little bit about what went into that decision to go down to Houston.
Oh, well, my mom said that we had to go on a visit to wherever I would to if like schools, all the schools that were like options for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I came on my visit and I saw the field and the 5 national championships and the apartment complex with Lazy River that all the players stay at. And I was like, yeah, this place is pretty nice. And then I think I committed like 2 weeks later.
Wow, a lazy river at the apartment complex?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I've never heard of that. You can't get much better than that. That's special. That's great. 5 national championships. That's great. Now, how did you really find out about this school? Did they come find you when you were playing at Ryle, or what brought your attention to even think about going there?
I have some connections with like I don't know if you've heard of PBR Prep Baseball Report, but
Oh
they're
yeah,
like
certainly. Yeah.
yeah. And the guy that runs it for Kentucky, Jamie Tessoff,
Hmm.
I reached out to him because we've like been in contact for the like most of my high school career,
Okay.
and he got me in contact with them actually.
Gotcha. So you have played, I think we talked offline, over 40 games already. And again, internet, whether or not the stats are right, does it sound accurate that you're 5-2 as a pitcher with an ERA 4.81?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
That's pretty accurate.
exactly right.
Okay. And then you think you're going to be throwing again this week?
Oh yeah, should be. It's Thursday or Saturday. I don't know 100% yet, but one of those 2 days.
And what's your overall plan if you know right now? I mean, is it to play 2 years and then hopefully get drafted, or do you want to maybe transfer to another school, or what are your thoughts on that? Are you just open to whatever happens?
Yeah, right now I'm kind of open to kind of whatever happens because it's harder for JUCO freshmen to get recruited to schools. I've got like there's been like some schools reaching out, but it's kind of just play it by ear and see how it goes.
Tell us a little bit about a typical day for you during the season. I mean, obviously you've got school, you've got training, you've got practice, but just from the time you get up until the time you come back and go to bed, what's it like for you? What's your routine?
Okay, so right now I all my classes are online, so I don't have to like wake up too early
Yeah.
to go do anything, but usually we'll have practice at 12:30 and usually pitchers if they have bullpens or live at bats that day or whatever, it'll always be before. I had a bullpen today, so that was at 10:30 and then we go get food, come back for team practice at 12:30. We do our team practice, which is usually some defense, and then we'll go into batting practice. And then pitchers will have conditioning, and then we have a lift after we finish team practice.
That's quite a day. When it's all said and done, when are you getting back to your apartment?
I would say a normal day around 4 to 5, I'm getting back and like getting ready to eat dinner and stuff.
That's a busy day. In addition to taking classes online, what do you do to unwind? Do you play video games like a lot of dudes your age?
Yeah, so I do. I never really was big into video games, but I kind of got away from home and it's how I connect with like all my friends back home and stuff like that.
You just get on there and get online and talk with them while you play.
Yeah, and then in the fall, I would go golfing probably 3 times a week. My mom got mad at me because I would spend too much money golfing.
It's not cheap to golf, is it?
No, definitely not.
Well, that's good. I love golfing, and I do know that it's good for a pitcher because you don't have to tweak your swing with a bat versus a golf club because they're different. Although people don't think they are, they're very different.
Oh yeah, it's definitely different.
Yeah. Are you playing much golf down there, or you probably don't have much time, do you?
In the fall we had weekends off, so me and my roommate would go every weekend,
Yeah.
one of the days, if not both. But I've only been a couple times in the spring just because we don't really have too much time off.
Right. So, who are some of the dudes out there that you're playing video games with? You want to give them a call out and tell them how much better you are at certain games? What's your game? What's your game of choice?
Right now, MLB The Show.
Yeah.
And I play with actually one of my buddies that's still at Ryle, Zayden Hughes. He's going to Transy next year.
Okay. And do you beat him?
Yeah, basically every time.
Okay. Well, I sure hope he's listening to this.
I'll tell him to now.
Absolutely. Oh, that's great. All right. So, I am not aware of what the postseason looks like for you guys down there. So tell me a little bit about what your tournaments look like after you get through the regular season and, how you get to what hopefully would be maybe a national championship run.
We have 2 weeks of regular season left, and then there's a week break. So I think like the weekend of May 10th is the regional.
Mm-hmm.
The top 4 teams from each conference make it to a regional. So it's going to be 2 teams from my conference, which we will be in the regional tournament, and then 2 teams from one of the other conferences in Texas, and we'll play a double elimination tournament with those 4 teams. And then the winner goes on to the super regional, which is just the 1 and 3 from one will play the 2 and 4 from the other in the regional. And
Mm-hmm.
then whoever wins both of those will go on to the super regional, which is just a 3-game series. Whoever wins two moves on to Grand Junction National Championship. I think 10 teams make it from the whole country.
Okay. I've known from watching on Facebook, you have a pretty tight relationship with your family. Have they come down to see some games this year?
Oh yeah, whenever spring break for the high schools was, my whole family came down
Oh, cool.
for our series, and then we got to spend a lot of time together. But my parents have came down on a couple different occasions.
Yeah. Nice. You showing them around Houston, or have you really gotten out much?
Yeah. So when my dad was in town, we went to the World Baseball Classic.
Oh, nice.
And we saw USA versus Great Britain. That was really cool.
That is, man. There's not many people that can say that. That's nice.
No, it was really cool.
Yeah. And you're a Reds fan?
Kinda. Like I don't root against the Reds, but
You have a different team?
yeah. So
All right.
my dad's favorite player growing up was Ozzie Smith. So I'm a Cardinals fan.
Whoa. Now that I didn't realize that. That's hard.
Yeah.
Cincinnati, you probably have taken a lot of flack for that.
Oh yeah, but I don't hate the Reds. Like I still will watch them
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Did you have a player? I mean, you're still growing up. No offense, I'm 53, so you're still growing up. But did you have a favorite player through high school or even now, right, that you like to watch?
When I was younger, my favorite player was I had two. It was Albert Pujols and Yadier Molina. But now, I mean, I know he's getting into the older age of his career, but probably Mike Trout, honestly.
Yeah, all studs. Well, that I didn't mean to segue into something that I want to know about, but my favorite player was Eric Davis as the Reds, but my favorite pitcher of all time was Roger Clemens. He wore 21, and that's the number I stuck on my oldest son's back when he first started playing at age 4, number 21. You met Roger Clemens.
Yeah, a week and a half ago.
Tell me how in the world that happened, because I want to hear about it.
Well, our pitching coach actually played 15 years in the big leagues. His name's Woody Williams.
Mm-hmm.
He played for Cardinals, Astros, and the Blue Jays. So we had a team meeting. Well, our head coach was like, "We have a team meeting today or whatever." And we thought it was just going to be like going over the scouting report for a series or something. And then Woody wasn't there yet. And our head coach was like, "Well, we're waiting on Woody. He said he'd be here in like 10 minutes." And then he walked in and Roger Clemens was behind him. We're like, "Oh, we're not going over the scouting report at all."
No way. Did he did he talk to the team? Did he address you guys? What was said?
He kind of just talked to us about a lot of just like being a competitor and then let people ask questions at the end. But Roger Clemens also went to San Jack too.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my gosh, that's cool. Okay. I learn something every day. That's really neat. And then went on to Texas and had a nice career there and a phenomenal major league career. And we won't get into whether he should be in the Hall of Fame because I think he should, but no, that's a whole nother episode on my podcast. Oh, that's cool. Did he leave you with any parting words of advice or anything like that?
The biggest things is like just things that you hear so often and a lot of people don't like. You have to believe you're the best player on the field no matter what's happening. A lot of stuff like that. And then yeah, I mean, honestly, that was kind of his thing. Just being a competitor. I don't care like how hard you throw, like how good your stuff is. Just you got to be a competitor no matter what.
Anybody else out there you want to give a shout out? Say hello to all the folks back at home. I know they're big supporters. I see your mom posting all kinds of stuff on Facebook.
Oh yeah, she's definitely my mom, my dad are my biggest supporters. Well, my little brother might be more of a supporter, but
yeah,
they're up there.
Does your brother play?
Yeah, he's 10 years old.
Oh, okay. So he's much younger.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got aspirations to go to Ryle and do some of the things you did.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, he seems like it so far, so.
Well, that's great. Hey, I appreciate your time. I know you're busy, especially after you told me what your daily routine is like. So fitting in an interview with a chump like me means a lot. So I appreciate that. Maybe after the season we can circle back and we can talk again. And I guess your plans, will you be staying down there in the summer? Are you going to come home or do you know yet? Do you have any, summer ball plans?
I'm not playing summer ball this year, so I'll be home for the whole summer.
Okay. You going to just chill, relax, or are the parents going to make you go get a job and make some money?
They'll probably make me get a job, which I kind of need to at this point. If I'm going to go golfing and go out to eat and stuff, I need to get a job.
None of that's cheap these days, that's for sure.
Oh, no, not at all.
Well, Dylan, I appreciate your time. I wish you the best of luck the rest of the season, and I hope you guys can get deep into the postseason and maybe even bring home another national championship.
Well, thank you, and thank you for having me.
Moto Federation is a DIY communal workspace and social lounge. We provide the tools, facility, and supplies for you to work on your own motorcycle. Beyond the workshop, we have a social lounge where members can meet to exchange ideas, share knowledge, attend workshops, and view product demonstration. We are a rider's facility dedicated to learning, teaching, and repairing and restoring motorcycles. We embrace all forms of motorcycling, from scooters to trikes and everything in between. Learn more at motofed.com.
Welcome, everyone, to this episode of Nuts About Baseball. I am your host, Joe Grimmie, and today I'm joined by Campbell County senior varsity baseball player Tyler Schumacher. Tyler, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm thrilled to talk to you. I've never met you before, and been kind of following your success, and we got some things to talk about. I had your coach, Coach Scott Schweitzer, on here a couple times already. He's quite a hoot. You like playing for him?
Yes, sir. Great coach and great guy.
He really is. He is. And he gets a lot of listens on this podcast, so we'll see if you can give him a run for his money.
I'll try.
All right. So we'll get to your career at Campbell County here in a few minutes, but let's kind of start from the beginning. You were born here, grew up here?
I grew up in Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I moved here when I was 8.
Okay. Did
Yeah.
you start, I assume, playing baseball younger than 8, right?
Yeah, I started playing t-ball growing up.
You remember those days, or was that too long ago?
It's a little bit foggy.
So you moved to Northern Kentucky, and then you started going to school in Campbell County somewhere?
I started going to Campbell Ridge.
Okay. All right. And then you just continued playing on?
Yes, sir.
Who were some of the teams that you played for when you moved to Northern Kentucky?
I played for Kentucky Power, I think, when I was growing up, and then I played for Pride. They're out of Fort Thomas.
Yeah.
And then I moved on to the Ohio Nationals, and then they dismantled, and then I went to the Cincy Flames, which then turned into the PF Flyers.
Okay.
And then after that, I played for Dayton Classics until the last year, and then I started playing for the Midland Redskins.
Well, you've been bounced around quite a bit.
Yeah, a lot.
Hot commodity, I guess. Everybody wants to have a piece of Tyler Schumacher. So Kentucky Power, talk to me a little bit about that team. I know some of the coaches there. Who'd you play for then?
I played for Scott Wiggins.
Oh, what a great guy. I'm sure you learned a lot from him.
Oh, I did. He was a great coach.
Was a good pitcher, made the major leagues. When did you kind of take up a love for pitching? Obviously, you're a great hitter and a great pitcher, but when did you start to really develop into a pitcher that you knew was going to be part of your career?
I think it was honestly more freshman year because, I was always a solid pitcher. I was always, pretty good. I was more middle of the pack. But then I was always a catcher growing up. I always caught, and then I play infield. So they didn't really ever, pitch me a lot. I'd pitch, if we needed someone to just throw strikes, I'd go in there and throw.
Yeah. You remember some of your teammates from that Scott Wiggins team?
Garrett Wiggins, and I don't really remember.
I understand. It was a while ago. Then you played for the Pride. Was that Chris Hendricks?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then how about some of those teammates? You remember any of those guys?
Brooks Hendricks, Cash Harney, Rio.
Yeah, some of those names. They're still at Highlands now, right?
Yeah, they are.
Gotcha. They ever try to convince you to jump ship and go to Highlands instead of Campbell County?
They tried at the beginning, and then I was pretty stuck on going to Campbell County. So
yeah. Did you know about Coach Schweitzer when you were kind of starting into middle school or anything like that? Would you go to Campbell County games?
I think I went as an 8th grader, but I wouldn't really go growing up. But I went to the baseball camp one time, and I talked to him, and it was just nice talking to him.
Yeah. Well, Campbell County's got a nice history, that's for sure, and they've got a lot of players that have gone through there. Scott was one of them, obviously. Anybody that you can remember that you looked up to that maybe were older than you, a few years, that you thought you wanted to emulate or try to follow in their footsteps as they went through Campbell County?
8th grade year and freshman year when I was playing varsity, I really liked, all the seniors on that team were great to me, Evan Clark, Jake Gross, Aiden Hamilton, Parker Schweitzer was great to me too.
Yeah.
All of them were just great mentors, and they helped me a lot.
You were in 8th grade, and then as a freshman, you played a decent amount on varsity, didn't you?
Yeah, I started off on JV, but I could have started off on varsity if I hurt my back in preseason, and they wanted to start me off on JV first. And then I started hitting pretty good and pitching pretty well on JV, so they brought me up.
Well, I always use this caveat. My stats are from the KHSAA website, so these are as accurate as that website is. And I think you looked like you hit 267 as a freshman. You had 5 wins on the mound with a 2.26 ERA. That's quite a bit for a freshman. You didn't have any fellow freshmen in your class that were joined by you on varsity, did you?
I did not. It was just me.
That doesn't happen very often.
No, it was really nice. It was a great experience, and I think it really helped me.
Sure. I think I saw you had one home run that year.
I did. I remember that. That was actually, I think that might have been my first home run ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about it.
It was a great feeling. I mean, I think we're playing at Bracken County, so it's like 300 all the way around, if that. So
Yeah.
it was kind of a cheap home run, but I'll take it.
Hey, home run's a home run. You didn't have to sprint. You were jogging around the bases, right?
Yeah, I think there's like 4 in a row we hit. Mine was like the third, and then we hit
Really?
another one after me. Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh my gosh, that is nuts. Were your parents there?
Yeah, my dad was there. I got a picture with him after the game. It was a great experience.
Nice. Did you get the ball? Did someone go find the ball? Or can you retrieve those home runs?
I think it was in the woods, but they did give me a ball after the game, and I still have it.
Oh, I bet. That's awesome. Well, had a good freshman year again. Not many freshmen can even say they sniffed the varsity squad. You played quite a bit, and then your sophomore year, you not only played varsity, but you led the team with 42 hits, a 424 batting average, and 22 RBIs at the plate. You pitched, had 5 wins, 43 strikeouts in 35 innings, and a 2.80 ERA. Do those all sound pretty accurate? Are you a stats guy or not really?
Not really. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't like to think about it. I like to just go out there and play because I think when I think about it, I get too worried about it. I think that messes with you.
I think that's usually what successful athletes all do is they don't pay attention to the numbers. They just play and they speak for themselves. And I think that's great. Have you taken some side training lessons other than all the practices that you do with your teams?
Definitely. I work out at Mind Performance. It's in Florence, and I also intern there.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's a great place. I've been going there, I want to say, since last year, and
Okay.
they've helped me out a lot. Like not only getting the velo up, but just pitches, and it's just a great place to be.
What is your fastball usually clocking at?
I want to say right now it's like 92, 93.
Nice. What other pitches do you throw?
I throw a curveball, slider, cutter, splitter, changeup, sweeper, sinker, and four seam.
Good grief. You sound like Paul Skeens.
Yeah, I did throw a lot.
How did you learn all those pitches? Just through that training facility or on your own or what?
Just training facility and just messing around with different pitch grips and just seeing how they move, and it's always to me it's just so much fun just throwing the baseball and just seeing how it moves and how I can add it into my pitching.
So speaking of the way the ball moves, there are these machines out there. I know probably different brands, but one's Rapsodo. Do you have like a spin rate or one of those mechanisms out at Campbell County that you guys use?
We don't. We just use radars.
Okay. No offense to Highlands, but when my boys played up there, they had that machine and they would throw and then people would analyze it and all that stuff. And I just would always say, just throw the ball and if it moves the way you want it to, then great. If not, try to tweak it and then go from there, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. There's sometimes too much science in the game of baseball. All right, so great sophomore season, like I said, and then obviously move on to your junior year. You hit, again, awesome, 455. Looked like you were second on the team with 45 hits. Led the team with 33 RBIs, and on the mound, just unbelievable. 6 wins, 78 strikeouts in 47 innings, and a 1.05 ERA. I mean, have you always been the size that you are, or were you growing each year and getting stronger, in your opinion?
I think this year I'm definitely the biggest I've ever been, like strength wise.
Mm-hmm.
But freshman year, I think my 8th grade year, I was like, I want to say like 5'5", like I was small, and then I think I hit a growth spurt or something, and I grew to like, I want to say 5'10", and then I
Wow.
weighed like 170 pounds, and I think that like that's when I kind of saw a jump in velocity. I think I jumped to like 85 miles an hour,
Mm-hmm.
and then that the sophomore winter going into my sophomore year, I just grinded it out, and then I got up to 89, I want to say,
Mm-hmm.
and then last year was big.
Yeah.
I think I got up to 190 pounds, and I definitely think weight and size correlate a lot to velocity.
Mm-hmm. How tall are you and what do you weigh now?
Um, I'm 6 foot and I weigh 195.
Okay. Are you a healthy eater?
I try to be as much as I can.
Every once in a while, you like your fast food, though?
Oh yeah, especially on the road.
Yeah. It's hard to eat right all the time when you're, running and gunning every day, practice games and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, you just got to get something quick in.
Yeah. Now, do you train out in that facility both your hitting and pitching, or do you have separate places for that?
I do hitting and pitching there.
Okay. Who are some of the trainers that you've used that you were really impressed with that have kind of gotten you to where you are today?
The lead pitching guy's name is Travis Clark, and they have a guy named Braden Pickett, and then they have a guy named Gavin Sunderman, and then a guy named Nick, who's their hitting guy, and then another guy named Lance, who's the hitting director. Lance Durham.
Okay. Well, that brings us to your senior season. We're kind of right in the middle of it, right?
Yeah, we are.
By the website, KHSAA, it looks like you're leading the team in runs, hits, and batting average. You're hitting .435. And on the mound, you may be on pace to have your best season yet. 4 wins, 48 strikeouts compared to 6 walks, which is just a ridiculous ratio. And then your ERA looks like it's at 0.97. How fun is this season? It's tough that it's your senior season because it's your last one in high school, but are you enjoying it so far?
I'm enjoying it a lot. The guys are great, and I definitely think we'll make a great run this year.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You guys look solid from the record. You always have success in the districts. Earlier this year, I think you threw against Ryle, had a 12 strikeout performance.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about that game, because I read on the internet that someone made a pretty nice catch that maybe either stopped a rally for Ryle or even saved the game.
It was Micah Price. He dove in left field, gap, made the play, and I mean they would have either tied. I don't remember. They either would have tied the game up or won. Probably won.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it was a great catch.
Yeah, they're a good team too. Ryle's always powerful.
Ryle's always solid.
Yeah. Well, I know you don't like to toot your own horn, I'm sure, but you're one of the most dominating pitchers in Northern Kentucky. That's clear from the statistics and what you're doing on the field. You've done it now for 4 years. Can you really attribute that to anything in particular, or is it just kind of a grab bag of everything you've been doing to get to this point?
I think it's just work ethic. I mean, my dad's a huge part of my work ethic, and I think he's helped me a ton in this, and I definitely wouldn't be where I am without him. He's always pushing me, and every day I feel like he's doing something to help me get better. So,
was he an athlete in high school?
He was. I think he played soccer all the way up until his senior year, and then he quit soccer and played football, and he got a Division III offer.
Okay. No baseball, huh?
No.
Where's that come from? Is your mom softball?
My grandpa went to Ohio State and played shortstop, and then my uncle got drafted to the Yankees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Who's your uncle?
Zach Day.
Okay. And your grandpa went to Ohio State. Is now a bad time to tell you I'm a Michigan fan?
Kind of. I mean, I still root for Ohio State.
That's okay. I believe I've had lots of Ohio State fans on my podcast. So what do you enjoy more, stepping up to the plate with the bat in your hand or getting on the mound?
I think that's a really difficult question because, I think it's two completely different games. When you're on the mound, you just got to have that. I mean, you'd have to have that dog mentality in both of them, but I definitely think pitching, you just have to think you can't be touched and everything you throw is going to get them to swing and miss or be a strike. So,
Coach Schweitzer, he like I said, he's been on here a couple of times. He's a great dude to talk to, and he was a good player back in the day. Has he ever stepped into the batter's box against you?
No, I don't think he will.
I was just going to ask the next question. You answered. I was going to say, do you think he could get a hit off of you? But the answer is no.
No, definitely not.
Could any of your coaching staff hit you?
No.
Okay, good. I love to hear that. Oh, man. So, I hate to get you to the end of your career, but it's almost here at Campbell County. Can you zero in on probably the most memorable accomplishment or game that you've had while wearing a Camel uniform?
There's so many memories that I've had with this team. I just remember, probably the most recent one is 14 strikeouts against Connor. I mean, they were ranked pretty high, and that was a pretty good game. And then I had 15 strikeouts against South Laurel last year. And that,
Wow.
I won PBR pitcher of the week, and that was the most strikeouts I've ever had in a game. And it was just, And South Florida was a really good team. It was something different about that game. Everything I threw, I felt like they were going to swing a miss or it was going to be a strike.
Mm-hmm. Well, we talk a little offline with what your plan is for next season, and that is what?
That is to go to Marshall University.
That's wonderful. Congratulations, by the way. I'm sure there were other schools that you were considering.
There's a little bit, but Marshall was the main one. They contacted me right away, and they stayed in contact for a while. They were really interested.
Did you take a visit down there?
Yes, sir.
Anything in particular about the campus or the facility that really sealed the deal, so to speak, for you to go to and attend there next year?
They just got a brand new $30 million baseball field. So, I mean, it was pretty sweet going down there and seeing that. They're still adding on to that, too. And then the school, they're just adding, like, they keep on expanding, and it just keeps on getting nicer and nicer.
Wow, that's great. Let's have a little fun. I like to do this sometimes with my interviews. And you know, I will say for the record, you had no idea about any question I was going to ask you today. So I appreciate you kind of shooting from the hip with me. You got a lot of great teammates, I'm sure, and you've had some growing up. How about your current roster right now? Can you say that anyone in particular would be the best singer on the team?
The best singer. Oh, that goes Gavin Kramer.
Yeah.
Gavin Kramer. Me and him sing the national anthem every single game. And the game against Highlands, the whole team sang. He led the whole team singing the national anthem.
Really?
Yes. It was pretty sick. I'm not going to lie.
That's cool. All right. How about the best dancer? You ever seen these guys with moves on the dance floor?
I haven't really seen anyone dance, but I think Gino Raimondo, I mean, I feel like he would be a pretty good dancer.
Okay. Well, now I hope he listens to this, and I hope your teammates call him out, and maybe he can make a few moves after a victory or something.
I do too.
Yep. All right. How about the funniest guy? You got a funny guy on the team?
We have a lot of personalities, and I think that we have a lot of funny guys on the team. The one that always gets me to laugh is Cole Cummins. I mean, he's a great guy in the dugout. I mean, he always says something that just makes you laugh. So, I mean.
Yeah, you ever seen one of those dunking booths like at a carnival or, you know, like a fair or something like that?
Yes, sir.
What coach would you like to put up there and allow you to throw your fastball to knock him in the water?
Probably Coach Shepard. Me and him always joke with each other, and I feel like it'd be pretty funny.
Oh, well, maybe we can find one of those this summer. You can get him on there, and that'd be a blast to see, I'm sure.
I think that'd be hilarious.
Absolutely. Well, hey, I appreciate your time. I know you're busy and back to school tomorrow, and you're going to be on the mound, I think, soon?
Yes, sir, tomorrow.
And that is against?
Scott High School.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. Congratulations on a great career, and I hope it continues the rest of the season. You know, a few weeks left, I guess, a month or so. And then I wish you the best luck in your postseason run and eventually to go down to Marshall. That's going to be great. You've had a great career, and you should be very proud of yourself.
Thank you.